Welcome to Officer 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar, and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers, and we are preparing for the May 2024 attempt. Let's look at the topic, everyone. We are preparing the chapter number 1 or unit number 1 in this area, that is accounting principles and processes that we're taking up. The first topic is the definition, scope, and accounting standards. That's the particular topic that I'm starting from today. Okay. Basic accountancy procedure would be taken up after this topic. Acha, everyone, let's continue. What is this topic all about? Now, here comes the first question. What is the primary purpose of accounting? Why do we do accounting? It's entertainment in terms of the communication of financial information, artistic expression, or scientific research. A very easy question. Since it's the first question, going with the basic question there, what would be the answer in this case? We talk about what is the primary purpose of accounting. The primary purpose of accounting is communication. Do you know why do we prepare financial information? The financial information is to communicate to the people who are interested in knowing the books of accounts. These people have the right to know what exactly is happening in the organization. They want to know the particular work in which they are talking about. They want to know what exactly is happening in the organization. Are they making a profit or a loss, right? That is the purpose of this particular area. So financial statements are prepared with a view to show whether the organization is having a profit or a loss, whether I should put my money into this organization or not, right? So in this case, the correct answer is, that is the portion of uh, communication of the financial statements. Acha, who do we communicate, everyone? Do you know? There are two kinds of users. Financial information, that is internal, external. Internal and external information, how do we specify the internal and external users? The internal users are the people who are sitting in the organization. Then external users are the people who are not a part of this organization, but they are always interested in knowing what is exactly happening in this business. Okay. Okay, that is what we talk about. The internal users will include the area of um, management, employees, as well as the shareholders. They're all internal people. While when we talk about the area of external users, that will include taxation department, bank, and even the ROC, registrar of companies. Then there are so many other departments which are looking at it. Okay. Chale. Now let's look at the next topic. The next question is, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, AICPA, what is accounting, everyone? It's a form of entertainment. It is basically a portion where we talk about it's an art of recording, classifying, and visible, everyone. Then an art of recording, classifying, then summarizing, as well as the financial statements there. And the second method that we have here is a branch of accountancy focusing on summarizing financial statements only, or a type of costing. AICPA had said that accounting is a form in which uh, basically an art of recording. We record whatever is happening in the business. We classify it into different areas. Then we summarize the financial statements. Summarize means we collect them together and we form the financial statements of the organization. Now, what do you mean by summarizing there? Summarizing means we prepare the entire financial statements, that is profit and loss account and balance sheet. And through the profit and loss and the balance sheet, we get to know about the basics of this organization. I'm sorry. The correct answer in this question is an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing the financial transactions. Acha, what does the bookkeeping mean, everyone? Interpreting financial data, summarizing financial transactions, recording business transactions, or analyzing economic events. What would be the answer? What does bookkeeping involve, everyone? Acha, bookkeeping is one of the first terms to be used in terms of accounting. Do you know? In this area, one of the basic things that happens is bookkeeping. Book and keeping. Book means whatever records of the organization are, you are noting it down every single day. So interpreting is when you are trying to understand it. But before interpretation, you have to note it down. When you are noting it down, it is C, recording the business transactions. So the purpose of the bookkeeping is to record the business transactions. Next point. This is it. What is the role of accounting standards? What do you mean by the role of accounting standards? To make accounting more complicated, to provide set of rules for recording events, or to ensure consistency of in financial reporting, or to eliminate the need for financial statements. Why was there a need of financial of accounting records? What would be the answer in this case, everyone? And in this case, the correct answer would be, what is the role of accounting standards? The accounting standards are basically, uh, though I would say C is also there, but the main point is B is also correct overall, na? To provide the set of rules of recording events. That is not only for recording events, it has to be C because see, if you and I follow the same rules, you follow the rules and I follow the rules. So your company and my company, that is C of N, company of mine, that is Niharika, and then you have a company of, say, Mr. X. So both the companies are comparable only and only if we have a books of the accounts of this organization is defined and both of us are following the rules. So we are both comparable. है ना? That is what we have in this area. That is to ensure the consistency in the financial reporting. Which phase in the evolution of accounting is associated with the need for business owners to keep records of transactions? Stewardship accounting, financial accounting, cost accounting, or management accounting? There are different phases of accounting. Do you know? It starts with stewardship accounting. Under stewardship accounting, what happened was these organize. But there, I think let's talk about it in from the point of view of Europeans. What happened is long back before the organizations had that particular area of industrialization. Na, so these people had a particular situation that they had huge areas, right? They had huge areas of land which they used to give on a rent, you know. So basically what they used to get was revenue from the land that they have given to someone. That is how they started working. When the point was the landlord could not keep the record of all these things on his own. So what he did was he asked the steward, that is a particular person whom he trusted, ki steward, you maintain the books of accounts for me na. He said, okay, fine, sir, I'll do that for you. So stewardship is basically when one particular person notes down the books of accounts, you know. Stewardship is that particular situation. Then that is one particular person was chosen who would maintain the books of accounts of the landlord. Slowly and steadily, that came to be known as stewardship accounting because the first level of accounting was this. But overall, industrialization happened. Then financial accounting came into being. Financial accounting was the basic accounting to find out the profit or loss of the organization. Then, noting down only the profit and loss was not sufficient. The organization wanted to know what exactly was their manufacturing cost, exclusively their manufacturing cost, not anything else, but they wanted to know what exactly was their manufacturing cost. Rest everything was not important. For example, interest on their loans wasn't important because it was a finance cost. In manufacturing, loan is not included. In manufacturing, raw material, finished goods, and all these things are included. So technically, this particular accounting system came out of industrialization hardcore for the goods. And then we have management accounting. The managements were working. These managements were badly in need of one thing, everyone. What were they in need of? These organizations were badly in need of one thing, that they wanted to know whether the managers are working in an efficient manner or not. If they are not working in an efficient manner, how will it work? So in this case, the most important thing is that just to make sure that everything is working for their side, the managers also started keeping their books of accounts, and they started maintaining certain records, not the entire books of accounts of the company, because that would be duplication. They wanted to know whatever their performance was. Their performance was evaluated through management accounting, and this became the reason they could get more incentive. Okay. So now let's talk about the which phase in the evolution of accounting is associated with the need of owners to keep records. They wanted to keep the records of their transactions because obviously human mind is very limited. I cannot note down everything. To note down everything, I need to have proper records. That means the first one, the initial starting, was by stewardship accounting. At that point of time, there were no accountants, there were stewards. Okay? There were stewards at that point of time. Now, what does the cost accounting primarily focus on? Recording of financial transactions, reporting of financial statements, determining the cost of the products or services, or managing the human resources. Cost accounting is related to the exclusive cost of production only. Be it services or be it products. In terms of products, we get raw material, then we have work in progress, and then we make finished goods. Then in the second area, when we talk about this entire topic there, that is determining the cost of the products or services, the second point was managing the human resources, basically human resource based cost. That is something that is required in every organization. But everyone, when it comes to services, when I have a professional service that I'm providing to you, in terms of professional services, the people who are working, because you're not giving a product, you are providing service. The cost of that particular person will be included in it. So basically, cost accounting is to note down whatever the cost that you are incurring in terms of making the products or going through the services. Okay. Then comes the next question, that is determining the cost of the products or services. Management accounting is backward looking, based on the historical data, forward looking, and concerned with decision making, and mainly concerned with financial reporting, or only applicable to large corporations. Okay, let's talk about it. When we talk about any form of accounting now, all forms of accounting are historical. There is not even a single form of accounting which is not. Every form of accounting is historical. Why do we call it historical? Because this kind of accounting is stated in such a way that it had history. Okay? Basically, we do not analyze the books which are just prepared. We have to compile it for the entire year in order to analyze where the business was in the beginning and where it had reached in the end. So, we, first of all, every business transaction is always and always backward looking. Okay? That's one of the basic things to understand. Now, when we talk about the forward looking or backward looking, then when we talk about backward looking, we're looking at whatever was made in the past. And forward looking is whatever we're going to make in the future. Banks ask this, but if I have to apply for a loan, then you will definitely ask me for the projected balance sheet. That is also a part of this. But that is a forward looking thing. You know? So in this case, management accounting is basically forward looking and based concerned with decision making. Management accounting is totally concerned with decision making because they will see their prior records, they will see whatever we are doing and how do we consider and reach it out in a further way. That is called forward looking and concerned with decision making. Now let's talk about the next type of accounting. Social responsibility accounting considers what? When we talk about social responsibility accounting, it considers only economic effects of the business decisions, both economic and social effects of the business decisions, or only the social effects of the business decisions, or none of the above. What would be the answer? When we talk about social responsibility accounting, this is the kind of accounting which is considering only one thing, that is whatever we are doing for the society, it will consider that part. Okay, so in this kind of accounting we are always noting down whatever is happening in the organization in terms of the social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is noted down on this basis. Okay, na? It's a part of this area only. That corporate social responsibility is a situation where we are recording whatever the organization is putting in the society in the form of education, in the form of their upliftment, whatever we do for this entire area would be covered in this. Then, okay. So, what would be the answer? Only economic effects of the decisions, both economic and social effects, only the social effects of the business transactions. What do we record? But the point is, the business cannot record only the social effects because it is just not possible for them to record. They can always record economic effects, but only social is not possible. So, what they do is they record both. They record both economic and social effects of the business decisions. So both economic decisions and the social decisions are to be stated. What does the human resource accounting focus on? The valuation of intellectual property, valuation of physical assets, valuation of human resources, or management of financial resources. But for a good amount of time, it was never believed that humans are basically assets, even. For them, humans are replaceable. One particular person comes, the other person goes. So, in this case, they were clearly stating that part. So, human resource accounting was later noted. They accepted one fact, that is, when people are working for you, there is a cost to it. The human resource accounting is basically a system under which the people who are working, there is a cost to their training, cost of their maintenance, cost of their retention even. It's very hard for people to be retained in the organization. The valuation of the intellectual property has to be done. There is no intellectual property. Human resource are basically the people who are working for the organization, and when they are working there is a cost to it, and whatever value they are contributing is basically the reason the organization is running, you know. So in this case, this is a method of valuation of human resources. Earlier, this was stated this cannot be considered in terms of monetary forms, but now they consider it in the human resource area only. Human resources are considered as a particular resource which is talking about the cost which is incurred on these people, as well as the contribution of the human resource in terms of the success of the business. So it is noted in that terms. Okay, next point is, what do you mean by inflation accounting, everyone? Inflation accounting is concerned with adjusting values of assets and profits for inflation, recording the transactions during inflation, ignoring the effects of inflation, and reducing the impacts of inflation on the financial statements. Inflation, what do you mean by inflation, everyone? First of all, when we talk about inflation, now inflation accounting talks about one thing. First is the value of the goods and services rises during a certain period of time, right? Right? Maybe earlier something was available for rupees 10, now it is available for rupees 30. That is because of inflation. Now, what is the reason behind inflation? That can be anything, economy based, in terms of business based, it can be related to any of that area. So when we talk about the inflation portion, now inflation is something that can be adjusted values in terms of assets and profits, or recording transaction during inflation. Recording of transaction has to be done at every situation, be it in the time of inflation, be it at the time of deflation, be it at in the normal timings as well. So recording is part of bookkeeping. So this should not be considered. Inflation accounting is concerned with adjustment of the values. The point is, during this period of inflation, we have to adjust our books of accounts to find the true situation of it. है ना? पता है? In terms of AS2, you will study the AS2, that is Accounting Standard 2, which is evaluation of inventories. Same in Ind AS2, it is the same, valuation of inventories. Such things clearly state that whenever inflation is there, there are certain methods which of valuing the inventory that should not be used, because that will be misguiding the people, because during the inflation the price of everything is high. So that particular high price is going to impact the decision making in terms of the production cost and the other scenarios. So inflation accounting is concerned with basically what? It is concerned with adjustment of both. The value of the assets are also going high, the stock is being available at a higher price, and even the profits. Then comes next point. The National Financial Reporting Authority is constituted to advise on accounting policies, enforce accounting standards, regulate financial reporting, or all of the above. What is NEFRA? पता है? Before this NEFRA was there, there was accounting standard boards. It was called ASB. ASB used to work for it, and then they said, nah, this is the time, let's introduce IND AS. IND AS were introduced with the contribution of NFRA as well. And most important, I think everyone, IND AS is not given by ICI. AS is given by ICI, while IND AS are given by MCA. Ministry of Corporate Affairs, though prepared by ICI only. But you will find the IND AS on MCA website there. Though you will find it at both the places though. It is there in ICI website as well as in the MCA, but it is stated that MCA has issued it. But they are prepared by the same organization, ICI. And ICI has a specific committee or National Financial Reporting Authority, which is responsible for this. So this particular authority is super duper important for accounting. So the answer is all of the above. NEFRA is basically working for advice on accounting policies. It advises them how to prepare the new accounting policies, what next to be done because the world is changing, enforcing the accounting standards as well as regulating the financial reporting and all of the above. When we talk about NEFRA, it is actually doing all of these things for ICAI. Okay? Then comes which accounting standard deals with the disclosure of significant accounting policies? AS1, AS2, AS3, AS4. When we talk about accounting standard deals with disclosure, it is AS1. AS2 is for inventory valuation. We just talked about it. Then next, the AS3 and AS4. Please write about the same in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your answers. AS3, what is AS3 and what is AS4? Okay, the answer here is AS, that is accounting standard 1. Complete disclosure is stated in this particular area itself. Acha everyone, I hope this particular sessions, why are we conducting these sessions, you have an idea about it. When we talk about these YT sessions, we are covering the entire module. That means currently I am covering the module A. Each session will have one specific unit. Matlab this was unit 1, and we'll be finishing off the module A accordingly. Then we'll move towards module B, then C, then D. Stay connected with us. You can stay connected with us through our YouTube channel only. So what you can do is subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Go through these series because in a very crisp time you will be able to cover all the MCQs. But one more thing, these MCQ series is for all the people who have already gone through the syllabus, because these are all concept based areas. We're not covering it from the basic point of view. Okay? We're covering it from the question point of view. For that, what you need to do is, if you have prepared already, then this is really beneficial. If you're trying it for the first time, then I would suggest you go through the subject properly and then go with these classes. Now, in order to study properly, this is one of the basic keys. That is, first of all, finish the content and then go for the MCQs. Now, if you're thinking about, if I want to prepare through the through our classes or something, then how can you enroll? First thing, you can enroll on our website, that is www.adda247, or the best thing what you can do is you can download our app, because through app it would be really easy. So How do we look at it? You just have to go on to our website, that is www.adda247.com. Go on to the area of JIB, CIB, Mahapack. You can find entire JIB, entire CIB under JIB, CIB pack, Mahapack 2.0. This is under double validity. That means you're preparing for JIB, English medium, bilingual, present batch, previous batch, and the upcoming batches. Till the time your validity is there, everything is opened up for you. Every single course is opened up for you for JIB, CIB under this. The test series, live classes, recorded classes, everything is available. Along with this, not only these things are available, but test series and ebooks are also there. And our mini marathon, Maha marathons that we are conducting, that is also included in this area. Specific 10 plus hours of mini marathons, 5 plus hours of mega Maha marathons is also included. Then you can take up either JIB, CIB, Mahapack 2.0, and if you are focusing towards a bank promotion, we have also got JIB plus bank promotion. In JIB, you have 4 subjects: IE and FS, PPB, AFM, and RBWM. In bank promotion, you have IEFS and RBWM. You know, so you don't have AFM that much. It is hardly only a fraction of area is from the AFM area. Then, so what you can do is, if 2 of the subjects are already there, you prepare it through that, and then the reasoning, the financial awareness that is required, you prepare through the bank promotion Mahapack at one point of time, focusing on 2 different examinations having similarity, right? So why to waste time at this point of time if I can focus on 2 subjects together, 2 specific papers together, and clear them? Then one of the best things, because IIBF is basically making papers more and more difficult. So what to do for that? Just click on the area of these Mahapacks and click on buy now. You can see you can use the code Y541 and you will get a discount of 80% there. Okay. Okay, if you use this particular code right now, you will get the particular validity of 77% off is available. Along with this, if you go through our app now, then 78% is available. Okay, the exact amount of discount is 77%, which is going on. What you need to do is you have to check it out on our website, on our app, and at the same time, the validity is available for 6 months or it is available for 12 months. Okay, if it is for 6 months, you get it for 12, that is 6 month free. 12 months, then you take it for 12 more months. Think about it. You bought it for 12 months, it is available for 24. I'm clicking on buy now using the code Y541 and applying it. It is available for 12,000. Matlab per month, hardly 500 rupees expense would be there. That means it is equal to someone paying for their phone bills, or I can say paying for their Netflix subscriptions, whatever you feel like. It is still a very reasonable amount for 2 years time span. So if you're looking forward to it, then kindly do not delay. Get the double validity, get the maximum discount, and enroll yourself in our courses now. Okay. Thank you everyone. We'll be meeting soon tomorrow with the next chapter.